Hi guys, welcome back to another speed build. What were you guys expecting? So today's speed build is actually going to be another shell. So yeah, let's get right into it. I don't know where I was going with that, but today's shell is actually by Miss Simrino. I don't know if any of you guys know who she is, but she is probably one of my favorite sim YouTubers. I mean, I have many because so many people are so talented and oh my goodness. So I haven't seen anyone do this shell, so I'm kind of nervous. Like on YouTube, I've seen many entries, but like I haven't seen anyone do a voice, well, not a voiceover, just a video in general about them doing this shell. So I'm kind of nervous. But then again, many people might not know of this shell because she kind of didn't really make a big announcement about it. So I'm not really sure. Um, Yeah, so as of right now, as I'm recording this or doing this voiceover, it's been like almost a good week or so since everyone's got their platforms and the platform update and the new Snowy Retreat expansion pack. And you know, I am one of the people who didn't get it. Well, I we chose not to get it first off because I guess I wanted to see what other people could come up with first off. And second, I have no second reason. I do apologize. Sorry. No, I just didn't get the pack. So, you know, while everyone is making cool lofts and spiral staircases with the platforms and everything, and also making cool Japanese inspired builds in Mount Komorobi. I hope I didn't botch that. But while everyone is making those cool Japanese homes up in the mountains, we're going to Mars, or I'm going to Mars. Basically, I decided to build in Oasis Springs and pretend it's Mars because it's probably the only world that has like this like orangey sand color that I really wanted to have. So yeah, that's why you guys can see me build in Oasis Springs in, I believe, what is the land grabs mansion, what used to be the land grabs mansion lot. And I do apologize if you guys hear stuff in the background. Once again, I live in a noisy neighborhood and a garbage truck just has to pass by every 10 minutes collecting trash. Anyways, so you guys can see me start basically a crater home, hence the title. I do admit I got this idea from the Sims stream, another fantastic Sims YouTuber. By the way, I forgot to mention, go follow and check out Sims stream and Miss Marino's channel. They're like such amazing builders. I honestly don't know why I'm trying, but I wanted to try to do a crater home, build one. I did have to watch the video where she built a crater home and get a bit of help from that, but like I think it turned out decent. This was probably like my 5th try on the crater, and yeah. So let's just actually talk about what I did at the beginning, because at the beginning you guys saw me put like this like roof and like platform seal thing that that's like kind of like very high tech. I don't know, it just felt needed because in these types of homes you're probably going to be in space because Mars is in space and you'd probably be, you know, I don't think there's oxygen in Mars, and I thought you just need a seal to like enter in and out of this crater home. I also did surprisingly come up with a story for this home shell thing situation. I have no idea what to call it, but I actually imagined that there was just this sole astronaut who, you know, was assigned this mission to go into space, and he or she became the first person on Mars. And don't ask me how they built a house, but they did for this person or astronaut. And basically they're just assigned to stay there for like, I don't know, 6 months or something, you know, study the environment on Mars, aka Oasis Springs, and, you know, report back. Yeah, that's pretty much it. But yeah, more on that later. I started off with the exterior of this house. Obviously, I wanted to, get the vibe, get the gist of what I really wanted to go for. Usually in builds like this, I don't really have plans. I kind of just go with the flow. um, but this one, I somewhat had an idea. It was there. I didn't have like a straight, black and white plan, but yeah. And then I move on to the interior, which is pretty eco, I want to say, because I do use a lot of eco lifestyle in this pack. I mean, oh gosh, I'm losing it. But I use a lot of eco lifestyle in this shell. I just wanted to really emphasize this like kind of futuristic, green feel vibe. I don't know. But yeah, so this person has a decently okay kitchen. I mean, it's not for a whole family, so it didn't really have to be super big. And yeah, so I tried to make a custom count island. You guys will see me do this right now. I don't know if it works, but I did like one of these like cool hacks that I've seen everywhere in the Sims community so far, where you shrink the table and then there's like an invisible table and you just cover it up with something underneath. So that's what I kind of did. I kind of imagined this is where, the breakfast area-ish would be. So I basically tried to make an island by smushing it into a shelf. I don't know if that looks good or not. You guys will have to let me know. You guys can see me also clutter up the kitchen. Every time I watch Sims YouTubers, I'm always there for the clutter, There's something so therapeutic about watching someone put a bunch of things on a kitchen counter and making a mess. But, it kind of tells a story, right? So I kind of tried to do my best, but obviously there's only one person living here, so I didn't really want to overclutter it, so yeah. And here you guys can see me just fill up the shelf as well. I imagine this person or whoever lived here has been here for a good amount of time, maybe 3 or 4 months, so they're fairly well settled into this new Mars environment biome. They have a couple of knickknacks and things here and there. I just put a bunch of like random items, tissue box and like little trinkets and everything. I just wanted to make this feel homey despite being like very far away from Earth. You kind of have to be comfortable if you're staying in Mars for like 6 months. So yeah. And here I move on to the living area. One thing I forgot to mention about this whole build actually is that it's quite open. It's not a closed concept house, because I thought, I wanted to make it more modernized. So modern houses don't usually have the closed off style. That's usually more of an older house appearance thing. So yeah, and the living room is quite cramped, like as I said. I used a bunch of tiny living stuff. I just thought it went so well with what I was trying to go for. The whole house overall is just very creamy, light wooden oak. It just had to have a lot of wooden accents and stuff. So I really enjoyed that, by the way. It was so pretty in my opinion, and I feel like eco lifestyle really just helped me emphasize that in this house. So yeah. You guys can see me work on the dining area too. Although there was only one person living here, or what I imagined, I still wanted to have like a proper dining space. I don't know if you guys wanted to like role play in this if you download this this lot. Maybe you could have a bunch of aliens living here. That'd be cool. Or maybe you could like add a basement and just add more rooms. Possibilities are like limitless. It's just that I had shell limitations. But like the thing with shells is that they kind of force you to be creative, right? So this is what I came up with. But if you guys do want to, have some alien family live here, that's totally a possibility, and I think that would be kind of fun, because yeah, I recently get to work and I still haven't yet played with the aliens, and I want to do so because I'm really into the supernatural aspects of the game, well, The Sims 4. So, I'm still yet to play with the aliens. I also do want to play with the mermaids and all that stuff. It just makes life a bit more interesting, than the average 9 to 5 job and like the two kids and a white picket fence family home thing. I don't know. Anyways, here I move on to the bathroom. The bathroom is quite small, but it's a decent size for one person. If it was a whole family, obviously this wouldn't be ideal because first off, there's only one shower and no tub, so no toddlers. Yeah, it's pretty white, clean, and simple. I use Eco Lifestyle, the sink and like the toilet once more. It just went so well with the theme and everything. And you guys can see me you guys saw me earlier put a divider, this like wall decoration. I use those as dividers. I've seen so many people use these as dividers, but like I use that as just to divide the whole house in more of a, I don't know, non-formal way instead of like a wall, because I wanted this person to also have a workspace, right? A communication area where you could communicate with the people back at Earth. How's life going? If you have spotted any aliens yet or whatever. Also, another thing that I forgot to mention is that this astronaut, scientist, biologist, whoever lives here, once again, this person managed to grow plants on Mars, okay? I don't know what possessed me to think of that and make that happen, but it did because I wanted to make it a bit more interesting, and I was also running out of ideas to what to put in empty spaces. So, I had to put a bunch of plants and stuff everywhere. So I decided that this person managed to grow a bunch of plants on Mars. And that's why there's going to be a bunch of plants everywhere. You guys will see me do that later. But yeah, just a bunch of plants. I just thought, if you're living in a planet that's probably deserted, you probably will want to have some company, and plants are probably the closest thing to that. And here we move on to the second floor because, we're finished the first floor. Anyways, the second floor is quite small, probably because I made myself I limited myself to a very small amount of space. I did this to myself. This is why I suck at dividing rooms, because I have no space management. I cannot divide up my space. Oh my god, there's a car outside oh gosh. I do apologize, guys. There's a car, and that like literally scared me. But there's a noisy car in my neighborhood that always comes. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but it always turns on like at like 3 in the morning. And it's so freaking annoying. Oh gosh. Okay, sorry. Back to my voiceover. Anyways, so where was I again? Here's the bedroom area. It's, once again, I told you it's for one person, so I only included a single bed. I could only fit a single bed anyways. So yeah, there's a single bed. There's a bunch of bookshelves and just clutter items, just to make things feel a bit more personalized, because this is the bedroom area where that person would probably sleep. And now you guys can see me go back around to just add plants everywhere. I also did add wind turbines and solar panels because I imagined, once again, this person's quite eco, they probably run on wind and solar energy because they're nowhere near a city, and they probably can't generate energy. So I put also a telescope at the top of this I was about to call it mansion, this modern home, because I wanted it to feel like this person was searching for maybe any signs of life on Mars. I also went around and put some debug rocks, using the tool mod to kind of like smush them into the terrain just to make it feel a bit more lively or realistic. And then what I call the cherry on top, I put a glass roof dome thing. Yeah, I don't know. I just thought it looks cool. But yeah, that's it for this video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys did, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'm terribly sorry. That's late. Bye.